Hey, Onion here, continuing our playthrough of main story quest for Final Fantasy XIV. We're in Heavensward. We just wrapped up the first of the main story quest, level 51, that allows us to get Aether Pull. So the Aether current that we got is here. We have 4 more quests plus 4 locations. The first quest is going to be Bridge over the frozen water. We're going to accept that, and then we'll grab our first current on the way to this quest. Alright, thanks for joining. This video is going to be just all the Aether currents of Coerthas.
Do you have a moment to talk? A short while ago, one of the workers from House Zemail asked me to go and deal with some Mylodons that have been causing trouble. The Black Iron Bridge barely survived the calamity. It's in desperate need of repairs, but the upland Mylodons roam far too close to it. The craftsmen can't work safely. Someone needs to kill them. The Mylodons, that is. Not the craftsmen. I'd asked the Dragoons to do it, but they're so busy it'd be weeks before they found the time. I'd do it myself, but there are so many of the beasts that I fear I'd be swarmed and outnumbered. You're a capable woman. Would you be so kind as to thin them out somewhat? If you were to kill, say, 3 of them, I think I'd be able to finish off the rest myself.
Alright, after grabbing the quest, the first one is right outside of town. I got the numbers leaving them up here, 30, 33. At any point, too, you can use your compass. See where the next one is. This one's northeast. It's going to be up here. So we've got a ways to go. We're going to finish this quest first, though.
You've already killed 3 of them. Thank you ever so much. You're not injured, are you? Here, please take this. It's your cut of the fee for the work. Incidentally, did you happen to see the farm on the far side of the bridge? Those Mylodons have made it difficult to access that area, and the bridge has been left to fall apart. After we repair the bridge, one day we might be able to rebuild that farm.
Alright, the next 3 quests that we need are 16, 22. Going to be for all the knights to come, baby steps, and protecting what's important. The other currents, there's one right here, and then there's going to be another in this area, and right here by the main. Again, the last main story quest, level 51, now this is 52, gives you the last current for the area, so you'll be able to fly. Alright, 1 sec.
Cowards, all of you. Have you no shame at all? Oh, I beg your. Wait, are you not Mistress Full Play? Honored Ward of House for Temps? Praise Halone, surely you will consider my request. Know you the Dusk Vigil? Westernmost of the Citadel watchtowers built to warn of the Horde's approach? 'Twas lost following the calamity, another victim of the snows. Within the ruins lies a priceless treasure which must needs be reclaimed. I thought to enlist the services of these so-called dragon slayers, but it seems their courage is not as boundless as they would have you believe. But you, madam, you are not one to shy away from danger, am I right? Very good indeed. There is a sculpture of the Fury within the Dusk Vigil's chapel. A nice rondel is set in its helm. I would have you prize it free and deliver it to me. The Vigil is not difficult to find. Simply head north towards Banepool until you come to the gates. Knights may bar your passage, but should you explain who you are, they will grant you leave to enter.
What's this? A ward of House for Temps wishes to enter the Dusk Vigil? You are aware that the ruins are infested with wild beasts and gods only know what else, are you not? Why, just the other day, one of the convictors claimed to have seen a massive winged beast, not a dragon, mind, but something altogether different. But far be it from me to deny an esteemed personage the opportunity to kill herself in new and exciting ways. Pray go on ahead.
Alright, we're going to add in the fast strats for Dusk Vigil. Now, this is the first dungeon after 2 point, A Realm Reborn, where people are still undergeared. So you have to take that into consideration. They might still be in I-90 if they haven't picked up their poetic gear yet, or still way lower. There's a limit where you can come in, but they still are going to be undergeared. Also, they might be missing skills. So again, keep that in mind when running. So everything about this dungeon is pretty straightforward. Big pull, big pull, big pull. Second boss, you can skip the ads. I just kind of let them attack everyone else. It's easier just to blast down the boss. And last boss, you should hide behind the rocks as they come, just to be prepared. It does catch people off guard. So, but with a good group, we should be 12, 13 minutes on this one. All right, go on in a second. Thank you. All right, just want to add this part in. So it was a 24-minute wait to go in. So we came back out to the main title, select the character, visit another data center. Most of my characters are on Aether, but I cannot get in there. We're going to go to Crystal instead and just pick whatever. This will put us in a new data center for the Powder Finder. If that still doesn't give a good result, I'll put up a Party Finder for first clear so people can get bonus. And me going in as tank should help that. Anyway, I'll see you when this loads up properly. Alright, so that did it. We're under 5 minutes, so we'll be in a second. So this healer is not up to par with healers normally at this level. So we'll see how it goes.
Do you have it, Mistress Full Play? Yes, there is no mistaking it. At last, it is ours once more. My parents presented this sapphire to me on my wedding day, as my wife and I presented it to Helmeric on his. One day, they would do the same for their son. But for that disgrace of an inquisitor. Suspicion of heresy, what rot. He knew what he wanted from the start. By the time I secured her release, they had interrogated her for days. She was a shadow of her former self. But the final insult, the final twisting of the knife, was when my son took command at the Dusk Vigil and found the ice rondel to be the centerpiece of the newly commissioned sculpture of the Fury. He couldn't prove it was the selfsame one which had vanished, but, oh, he knew. But no more, no more. It is back with the family, where it belongs. It is, admittedly, hollow comfort. Yet in my waning years I must accept what little that can be had. I remember you, how could I forget? You are the lass who was in the Azure Dragoons company. Since you are here anyway, perhaps you might like to try your hand at a spot of hunting before you depart? See for yourself what life is like for us convictors. The Dravanian horde is stronger than you might expect. Unless you've been at it for years, like I have, I think it prudent to start with something simple and then work your way up to dragons. I suggest rooms. Slay 3 of those, then come back here. Consider it a warm-up. Slain those rooms already, have you? How did you find them? Did they put up much of a fight? Good work, lass. Clearly the Azure Dragoon doesn't travel with mere amateurs. It sounds like those rooms barely put up enough of a fight to be considered a proper warm-up. You clearly know what you're doing. If you want to try your hand at hunting down some dragons, speak with me again sometime.
Want to help out, do you? Well, there's plenty that needs doing, and killing besides. I'm sure you've noticed that dragons aren't the only thing we have to contend with out here. Take the polar bears, for example. They come here looking for an easy meal, drawn by the smell of our cookfires, and then raid our stores. Think you could thin their numbers a little? Killing 4 or so of them should suffice. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. Well, well. You're certainly more reliable than any lordling I've ever met. They've only got eyes for dragons, even though I tell them time and again that if no one sees to those bears, there'll be nary a scrap to eat. But do they listen? Humph. I dare say everyone around here could stand to be a little more like you. Well, I said you'd be compensated and I'm true to my word. I trust you'll consider this fair remuneration for your efforts.
So every part of the map that you open up is 1% of your level, no matter what level you are. And then when you open up the full map, it's 10% of your level. So in total, you get about 20-25% per map. Worth it to go through and unlock it as you get it. Alright, that's Coerthas West unlocked for all the map, plus all the Aether currents, including the quest. Alright, next one we go into main story quest 52-53 for Heaven. Thank you for joining.